Welcome back to Inside City Hall. Just a week ago, Mayor de Blasio appointed Vincent Schiraldi as the new commissioner of the city's Department of Correction following the resignation of Commissioner Cynthia Brand. The leadership change happened a day after the release of a report by a federal watchdog group that concluded that the city's correction department has failed to properly manage how staffers respond to incidents inside the jails. Joining me now to talk about that and more is the president of the Correction Officers Benevolent Association, Benny Boscio. Thanks for being here. Good to see you.
Hey, Errol, a pleasure to be on with you tonight.
In general, what is going on in the city's jails? I mean, the report found that there's basically a lower head count, but higher numbers of violent incidents, and they're calling the pervasive level of disorder and chaos, those are their words, they said it is alarming.
Well, I mean, look, violence has ticked up year after year. The inmate population is steadily rising. We have about 5,700 inmates in our custody. You know, this monitor's report is over-exaggerated to say the least. You know, my question becomes, like, who's monitoring the monitor, right? Because as long as the monitor finds us not in compliance with the Nunez consent decree, the monitor has a job. And who oversees, you know, to say that uses of force are up? Every time we break up a fight between two inmates that are trying to kill each other, that's a use of force. When we spray chemical agents to an inmates that are fighting, that's a use of force. You know, so this uptick in violence is based on the gross mismanagement of the agency that has plagued us for years.
When I look at the mayor's management report, attacks on officers, on your members, are also up, right? So it's not like it's one-sided, despite whatever the Nunez report might say. But I mean, in general, are you understaffed or overstaffed as far as you're concerned?
We're understaffed, grossly. I mean, officers are working 24 hours straight with no meal breaks. What other city agency has to endure that? Are we treated this way because we're a minority law enforcement group? Like, you know, it's deplorable and unacceptable. Like, what other city agency has to work 24 hours straight? How can we physically do our jobs effectively working that many hours?
Yeah. The resignation of Commissioner Brand, were you happy about that?
Yes, I was. Like I said, the agency has been grossly mismanaged for quite some time, and you can't run an agency based on your ideology. You know, it's based on safety and security, and we need safe jails now. Jails have become extremely dangerous. We're dealing with inmates that are charged with high felonies, you know, that are highly assaultive. They're assaulting us. They're assaulting other inmates. It's been mayhem in the jails for us, Errol.
Have you met with Vinny Schiraldi, the new commissioner?
I have not met with him yet. We have been in communication, and we are planning to meet very shortly, either when he becomes the commissioner on June 1st or a little bit before that. But yes, we have been in communication.
And when you do, what's the top of your wish list? What do you think would help restore order and make things safer for your members, for the detainees, and for everybody else, for the public?
Well, look, you know, we understand that he's a reformer based on what we have read up on him. And we're okay with reform, but it can't be one-sided. You know, the agency has housed inmates by gang affiliation, which has emboldened the inmates, and is another reason why we're being assaulted, because when an officer is in trouble and hits their personal body alarm, you know, the whole house of inmates are now ready to fight the probe team that is coming to our rescue. And we really need him to understand and help us make our jails safe now, not when the borough-based jails come. You know, we need safe jails today.
Okay, fair enough. In our last minute, has your union endorsed a candidate for mayor?
We have not yet. We have met with several of the mayoral candidates. We will be making that announcement very shortly. And
how about Manhattan District Attorney?
Not as of yet as well.
Okay. In general, what are you hoping to hear from the candidates for mayor?
You know, we need a reform of our system too many years, the correction department has been mismanaged, and like we're the sacrificial lambs of the law enforcement community, and the jails have been neglected for quite some time. So we need safety now. We need them to understand and reform our jails properly.
Okay, we're going to leave it there for now. We'll wish you the best of luck at this time of transition. Thanks for spending some time with us.
Thank you so much for having me, Errol.
Okay, let's take a break here. Coming up, we're going to turn back to the race for mayor and talk some politics. Stay with us.